Hey everybody, welcome back. It's another episode of Real and Uncomfortable. I am Ctez. I'm here always with my boy,
Eman Music.
But today, you may see a slightly familiar face and the wonderful, talented, always positive, always loving, Miss Esmy V.
Hey y'all.
Big fact.
Happy to
Big
be
fact.
here. Thank you guys.
It's
Woo,
love,
woo.
it's love, man. It's
Yeah.
love.
Now, see, first off, we got like a whole bunch of things we got to cover, as we always do, because do you ever stop?
No.
Good answer. Now, I usually start by asking E what he did for the weekend, but we're going to start for you because I feel like you got the longer list.
Oh jeez.
Mm-hmm.
What I did this weekend?
Sure, we can start there.
OMG, let me
See,
tell
see,
you
look.
guys.
Right, there you go.
First of all, let me tell y'all, I got the opportunity to host a celebrity basketball game at the Nassau Coliseum. I was hosting y'all, and I was pooping in my pants because I was so nervous. And nobody knew, but I knew. My stomach was
just
bubbling.
The
And
nerves,
I was so
butterflies.
excited. That was super, super dope. A great experience.
Yeah.
Shout out to my manager because he always be putting me in them big places. And thank you,
Looked
Daniel.
like a good time. I was going to say, shout out to Daniel. It
Daniel
looked like
who?
Daniel.
Daniel
Yeah,
Jean.
That's your
That's
man.
my man.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all link up?
So funny enough, we met like maybe 2-3 years ago on my birthday.
Wow.
And I went to go do a birthday photo shoot, and he was there, and that's when we did our very first skit. And then after that, you know, when you in this industry and you grinding, I'm constantly grinding. Can I get on one of your skits?
Yeah.
No, for sure.
It was just like, all right, and then you know we
History is
started
made.
we actually started a partnership, so we became business partners, and then after that we kind of went away from that and we started doing our own thing, and I was just like, you know, you need to manage me because I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
Right.
And he was just like, you know, I take a big percentage. I was like, all right.
Hey,
Nah,
as
that's-
long
And
as the
then-
money's rolling in, when those percentages is,
it's Oshiro. He's
There it
an
is.
amazing human being.
For sure. He came a long way.
Yeah.
I remember
Time.
Daniel when he was like the driver Daniel.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, he came a long way. I didn't know that he was.
Yeah, he's my manager.
No,
It's on my bio.
Big salute to Daniel, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. I could get him on here too, y'all.
Let's
Oh,
do
well,
it.
I'm gonna
hey,
drag him here.
Daniel,
let's-
you're invited, bro. Appreciate it.
There you go.
No, that's dope though. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
What else you do
So
this
I did
weekend?
that. I did a few podcasts over the weekend. I did some drops for my
I
upcoming
was going to
events.
say, hold on. You said you did some podcasts. Don't you have one coming up too?
Yes, I do. Actually, we dropped it last week, Thursday.
Nice.
It's called Say It With Your Chest with my beautiful, beautiful friend and co-host, Daphne Springs.
Nice.
And it's doing really, really good, guys.
Fire.
I'd
First of all,
imagine.
our first drop got 100 and something thousand views.
Fire.
So it was just like
Nice,
fire.
nice. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Nah, yo, whenever you do stuff like that, send it to us. We repost it.
Thank
without a
you.
doubt.
Yeah, all love. Always love.
Thank you. So we're dropping a new episode every single Thursday. You guys are more than welcome to come on the show too.
What is it about?
So we just freely talk about things that are going on in the world. We bring a lot of like entertainers and influencers just to like really discuss life, because I feel like it's okay to be scripted, but me, if you know me, you know I
Organic
just like to be
conversations.
I just like
Real
to be organic.
conversations,
So
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
That's fine. I'm gonna definitely tap in without a doubt.
of course.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ctez, 1/3 of Real and Uncomfortable. We understand the overwhelming feeling of trying to find insurance, the overwhelming feeling of trying to protect your assets, building your businesses, and ensuring that you're covered in times of danger, times of loss. And because of that, we've gotten in touch with one of the leading providers of insurance in Westchester County. Daniel Guiney, he prides himself on morals, respect, synergy, and to that point, it's not just a company, it's a family. And he'll treat you like family. He'll put you right in the best positions to find efficient solutions for your insurance needs. It's complicated, we get it. Long documents, lots of paperwork, tons of language that even the most well-read people have no idea what they're talking about. But he's taken the morals and named his company just after his grandfather, who instilled those same morals into him. Zara Risk Management is the place for you. He's partnered with the leading insurance providers and can find the best package and deal for you. Visit westchesterhomeinsurance.com for your free consultation with Daniel today. He'll take care of you, treat you like family. Now let's get back to the show. You were going to talk about this event you have coming up this weekend.
So this is very, very dear to me, guys. For those that don't know, I grew up in foster care. I've lived in the streets. I just coming up, I just was, going through a lot, and I know that families don't always got it, or people don't always got it. So every chance that I get to give back, I do. And the last couple of years, I literally been putting on my little apron and going to give out food on my own. But this year, I decided I was gonna bring all my good people, and we were gonna get together to give back some turkeys to the families.
Yes.
So we're gonna be at Lux Bar and Grill in Harlem, and we're gonna be giving out free turkeys, first come, first serve. Hopefully, we get a lot of last minute donations so we can do even a greater job.
I know for a fact, E and I, G-Lo in the back there, we've talked about this briefly. Ray, she's not here right now. We talked about this. We're going to give a little bit of a donation too.
Woo,
So we'll discuss that. Yeah, most definitely. And we'll make sure, we come through, show support.
Let's go.
As you've always been supportive to us.
Thank you.
And this is a massively important cause. I personally love the holidays.
Me too, especially Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I gotta keep this body up, y'all.
I was gonna say, I'm a big boy, so I love the food too. But I know that there's families that don't always have
got
it.
it.
So
Yeah.
if we can do that and provide that peace that helps bring families together, we'll definitely do our part there.
Definitely. And it's not just, people, some people feel embarrassed because they feel like, oh, I'm not poor. I'm not, I feel like this is not an event about where you at.
It's not about that.
This is about even just bringing a smile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good vibes, good
If it's not for you, maybe you have a friend who needs that turkey. You know what I'm saying? Or you'd be surprised.
Food scarcity is a massive issue. And people are very quiet about it. Maybe, like you said, embarrassed. But it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's hard times. Have you gone to the grocery store lately?
Man, we was talking about that yesterday.
Right.
Inflation is whooping.
Wow.
Inflation is disrespectful.
This is the best time to go on a diet.
Definitely.
I know I'm on one. I get up in the middle of the night, look at my fridge, think about the prices. Now we're good.
We're all right, yeah. Yeah. And that inflation's hitting these fast food places too. So if you're on that drive home, get a little hungry, I got food at home, bro.
Gotta
I got
consider
food at
that.
I
home.
walk around with peanuts in my car. Like, we're going to eat
You
peanuts,
should,
okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but I was looking at a stat. It was saying that if you make $4,000 a month, you're at poverty level. And I'm like, yo, what?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Growing up, $4,000.
That was
a lot of
good.
money.
You were comfortable.
You living.
Comfortable.
Now, so you working hard, you seeing $4,000 and you at poverty level?
Man,
Yeah,
That's
listen.
ridiculous,
It's
man.
tough.
Man, listen.
How can people support the turkey drive?
So you guys can bring some turkeys. You guys can definitely hit me up. We do have an email where you can send your donations to. And it's all posted on my page, ESMY_V. Hit me up. I'm here. I definitely reply to all of my messages myself. So you gonna
That's not
find
an
me.
invitation to slide in DMs, guys.
Because you better come with a turkey and with a calendar purchase, okay? And a tip.
Oh, there you go. Hold on, that calendar purchase, that actually might pique your interest too. So what is that about?
All right, so let's talk. So 2 years ago, it's gonna be 3 this year. Actually, I came up with the idea of bringing people a calendar. So you guys know me for the sexy looks, but in my calendar, I get a tad bit sexier. And I've done it by myself the last 2 years. This year, I decided to work with 13 different photographers. 13 different photographers, and I actually allowed the photographers to come up with their own vision. And what light would they want me? Because I feel like when you take away all these little freaky photographers,
Hey,
They out
sit in the
there.
fridge.
all the
They out
freaky
there.
photographers, and you really focus on the art of this.
Yeah.
There are so many photographers that are talented and they're not given the opportunity. So this time I decided to collab with them so that I am also going to be giving them the whole extent of what my promotion looks like, just as a thank you for the work that they do and for the images that they bring us.
Nice.
So I put together this really, really, really dope calendar of yours truly, and I'm gonna be having a red carpet release event,
Right.
November 25th. Also at Lux Bar and Grill, thanks to the owner. She's amazing.
Yes.
Shout outs to her.
What's her name?
She is known as Lux.
Okay.
She is
Her name
Lux.
is Hazel though.
Okay.
But I always call her
Lux.
Lux. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Hazel, for being a venue for these wonderful events.
Yes. She's amazing. Amazing. She actually reached out to me and she was like, like, why don't you have a showcase? And I was just like, oh,
Good idea.
Why not?
good idea.
Good
Why not?
idea.
So this is a big deal. The red carpet, the backdrop, the beautiful dresses, you know what I'm saying? Everybody looking good, smelling good.
Dress to impress.
Hello. And I'm also, guys, gonna be
Smelling
bringing
good.
out smelling good. Talking about smelling good. I actually have a mix of my own perfume. It's for both men and women, and that day I'm gonna actually be giving out free samples so you guys can get a smell before I drop it.
Okay, damn.
I'm trying to figure out what does Esmy
Not-
not do.
Right, goddamn.
Yo,
Okay.
I've never met a hustler that hustles so much, but it looks good on you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
No, no,
You
like-
know,
like-
my biggest fear is not being able to provide. That's my biggest fear. I'm not scared of nothing else, but waking up and not being able to do. So I just
Where does that
do.
come from?
So growing up, I never had security. I was in DR, and back then there was a lot of poverty in DR, and then my mom left DR, chasing the American dream, and unfortunately that didn't look like the movies.
Right.
So we went through a lot. Like I remember playing with Barbies, like the little plastic Barbies, and I wanted like a pool for the Barbies, and I would have to like use a pot. And then after that, when I went into foster care, it was a constant struggle. And then furthermore, when I got pregnant at 14, I was starving. You know what I'm saying? And I had to leave the shelter that I was in because I was getting into fights. And it was just hard. Like coming up was really hard. I used to sleep on park benches. And that's where it comes from. It comes from like my constant chase for stability, for being able to have. And not wanting to go there. I woke up one day and I was like, I'm never gonna be broke again.
I can relate to that to the fullest.
Yeah. I'm never gonna see that struggle. I'd rather cry tears. I'd rather my hands fall off. I've had 3-4 jobs at once, so I'd rather do that
I feel that.
and not struggle. I'm not asking to be like a million. I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's not the goal that I wake up with.
Just okay.
Just I'm not struggling.
Nah, you mentioning that, like, it brings me back to, I feel like every hustler has that moment where they hit rock bottom and they're like, I never want to be at this place ever again.
Ever.
Like, do you remember your exact moment when that happened?
Oh yeah.
See?
I remember.
See?
I could tell y'all.
Yeah.
I could tell y'all. Like, so I woke up in this little pull-out couch, and literally my back was all red because you could feel
With the springs
the
and stuff.
springs in the mattress, and I had just got my place. That's all I had. You know what I mean? And that's all my daughter had. And I was like, never again. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna grow up to look at your life be just like the life I just came out of. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, I said it out loud. I'm never gonna be broke again, and I've never looked
That's the
back.
turning point.
That's it. I think like when you have a why, that's significant. And yes, your own experiences with that, but then I think having your daughter as well,
Oh no, absolutely.
having that,
she
you know,
saved my
That's a-
life.
that
different type of feel.
motivation,
That's
that's a different type of,
feel.
absolutely.
She saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she led up to me saying I'm never gonna be broke because when being a teenage mom at 14, so many doors were closed. In my face, like people used to now it's like normal, right?
Right.
But
Right.
back
That's the norm
then,
now.
back then people like I remember being on the train and people just looking at me disgusted.
Yeah, a little bit of the
and
shame
she
that
had
they put.
asthma, so she'd be crying on the train, or she'll be like, coughing
Wheezing
a
and
lot, and
coughing,
people
yeah.
like these young mothers. That's all I used to hear.
Yeah.
So she led the way because I was like, yeah, never gonna look at me like that again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I can definitely say, just with the many things that you have accomplished, so much so that your cup is running over. Like you're able to put together charity events. You're able to speak to the struggle of others. You're even able to directly use your struggles and your traumatic experiences and like document them to give like warnings, like a little bit of cautionary tales, a little bit of guidance, inspiration.
I mean,
to the
my
people
mission,
around you.
my mission is to definitely show people that, you know, they are not their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
You never got to think like this is it for me, because at any given moment you can make that turn.
That's real. That's real. And so we recently had a guest here. You guys may or may not have seen this yet, but you will. But I know that for a fact, you have a project, a really big project. You can talk about what you can talk about. I know at this point it's in the stages of development, so you may not be wanting to voice everything. But you recently had a traumatic experience, and those people around you that love you, that care about you, were very familiar with what happened. I don't know what you like to share, what you like to talk about in regards to it. But yeah, please tell us.
So I'll just say this. I'll say that there was a very impactful moment in my life that just happened where the doctors looked at me dead in my face and said, call your family. Because they thought themselves that it was over. I wasn't going to make it through. I went through several surgeries. I had to learn how to walk again. You know, everybody around me thought it was over, to the point where I lost business connections. I lost friendships. And I still came out striving, and I'm still here. They said that I wasn't gonna walk for a year. Y'all see me walking out, and I'm shaking my booty. When I came out the hospital, I immediately got booked. And guess what? I was at my booking, and like I was leaking, blood was coming out, and Daniel was like, what are you doing? Like, your dress is messed up. I'm like, so what? It's dark in here. Because I'm just so glad, you know, to be here and to learn all the things that I learned while my life was, you know, taken aback. So what I decided to do is, there was a moment in the hospital where I said, like, God, like my entire life has been struggle. You know, it's just like I've been fighting literally, and I know I'm not the only person. You know, so the project that I'm working on right now is the documentary of the struggle, but rising above, you know, those moments in between that make it worth it. Because if in that hospital bed, I wasn't remembering all my amazing moments, you know, all the people that I loved, all the people that have loved me, all the things that I've done and that I have yet to do, then I wouldn't have made it this far. And going back to me saying that you are not your circumstances, that's what I want to show during this documentary. The point is not just for you to view the struggle and sit in it. The point is to allow that to bring you back to life. So as my tattoo says, pain brought me back to life. I want to show you guys what that looks like.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be dope.
Can I just say, like, I didn't know. I knew you had a lot of superpowers. I didn't know, like, a healing factor was one of them. Because, like, you have recovered amazingly.
Thank you.
Like, there really is no stopping you. That's
Thank you.
Incredible.
Yeah, at one moment I thought, because I have, like, and you guys will see this in the documentary, like, I was left with really, really big scars. And, you know, I thought, I'm like, I'm never going outside, and I go outside and I'm showing my scars, and it's like, I'm not gonna cover them up. I'm not gonna get them, you know, fixed, because those are just symbols of
story.
what this is just my story, and I know that a lot of us have scars that you can't see. You know, I'm just lucky that my scars are just the ones that you can see. You know what I mean? So with this project, I want to be impactful in a big way.
Wow. Impact is not something you really have to worry about.
Right.
You've definitely done that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
That's
that.
fine. And where is the documentary going to drop? When is it dropping?
So we are still filming it.
Okay.
I'm trying to finish it. So I want to gift it to myself as a birthday.
When's your birthday?
My birthday's in August.
August.
So August 6th. I'm a Leo. Woo woo.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that right there.
So I'm thinking I'm either gonna drop it in July as a gift to my daughter for her birthday, because she is, you know, she's my one purpose. Like, literally, if you put everything aside, that's the only family I have. So I'm either gonna drop it in July or August. But as far as the drop is already set, you know, the place is already set, the funds are already there. So, you know,
That's it.
Is it gonna be something that people can check out online, or is it gonna be like you have to be there physically to see it?
So I've pitched it to a few places. I have not gotten any response yet. So in the meantime, it is a self-endorsed project, so you would have to go to a place. But what I think I'm gonna do, I actually just recently partnered up with a company that's something like OnlyFans, but it's own streaming. So
Yeah.
it might just be streaming there.
That's okay.
So I'll come back and talk about it.
At this point, this is the age of like self-publishing and making a way. There's so many different avenues, and honestly, I think we can kind of work something out. I know some people we can probably like push for that to be put on some type of a network.
Sounds good. And I want to be sitting with my book right there. So my book's been done.
Yep.
It's been done.
Is it like a bio?
I just have I haven't dropped it because I guess I've been waiting for the right moment.
Is
And
there
this the
ever
right
just
moment.
okay?
This
All
is
right.
the right moment. I feel like even like when you've ever shopped for like a car or an apartment, and not just because you need it, but like, oh, I can finally do this.
Yeah.
And when you walk in, you just know, or when you see the car, like you
Yeah.
just know. And I feel like that's the
You got
moment that
that
I've been
moment.
waiting for. And I feel like when this happened, like that's the moment. Like what better moment to drop your book, girl?
Yeah, momentum is everything, and
Yeah.
that feels like everything is in alignment.
Yep. So that's that.
No, that's amazing.
Super excited about it.
That's perfect. Now, I know that things like that can bring about a lot of changes, and you've always been a person who connects. You connect with the people who you know, directly, you know, personal level wise, but also business level wise. And that can come with a lot of obstacles. That can come with a lot of personalities. But I know that you being as giving as you are, I'm sure that this was a wake-up call as to making sure that the right people are around you.
Oh yeah, man. I fell back from so many things that didn't service me. I think that I think I was mentioning this to you. Sometimes we are so scared of being of walking into our own power that we distribute our powers to others, and then we allow people to like suck the life out of us, and then we're walking around complaining. I'm giving. I'm always
giving,
doing. You
yeah,
know,
I'm
these
always
people.
doing everybody
Yeah,
else.
and I think that that's what I've been doing my whole life. You know, when I had my daughter, I went into school just because other people. You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a statistic.
Right.
I picked a job because I didn't want to be a statistic. So I've just been doing for others and giving to others. And then it was like, oh, I've struggled so much. I just want to give people away. And now I'm in the phase where I'm going to put all that energy into myself. Like, I'm going to allow myself to reach the highest. Like, there's a ceiling here, but I have none. So that's kind of like where I'm at. And in order to do that, I had to separate myself from the people who were just taken.
Yeah.
Those people who are around you because you can do something good for them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because in this industry, when you're doing good, everybody wants to be part of you.
That's
Everybody
big.
wants to know. And that's crazy because I don't know how superstars do it because I'm nowhere near them. And they do it to me. Like, I've had guys want to date me just because I have
You
numbers.
would come up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's true. So I just I was able to detach myself from these people because, you know, I'm 38. Like, if I'm not going to learn now, when am I going to learn?
That's real. I mean, they always say that when you're a giver, you have to put limits on what you're willing to give because takers won't. Takers know no limit. They'll continue to just get what they can.
Yeah. And I don't blame them because I feel like subconsciously
You were enabling it?
Yeah. And we do it because we have the need not to. It's almost like we're lazy in taking control of what's best for us. So we rather give it to everybody else. Like, you know, I'm going to put the best parts of me into somebody else. But if I put that same energy into myself, like, I will be great. But sometimes we don't want to see our own greatness. And I think that that's what I've been doing for a long time. So initially, like, I was upset because a lot of people, I thought I lost a lot of people. But now I'm just like, you know, I'm in such a great space. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing so many bigger projects, and these people were just hindering me. You know, they never made me look good. I always made them look good. So, like, what was I really doing?
Well, not to get too deep here, but
Oh, we're getting deep.
okay, psychologically,
Yes.
a lot of people need validation of their own self-worth. And there is no greater validation because it comes with the same treatments of love than making yourself necessary to other people. So, and at least in the entertainment industry, when you're around people and you are the one who holds the key to the doors, you are the one who can crash up those ceilings, you know, open those windows, enable them to be in rooms with people they never believed that they can be in rooms with. You become such an integral part of their dream, of their self-worth, that they'll give you the things that you recognize as love. And sometimes that can be the reason why people allow themselves to be, I don't want to say used, but to seek relationships that may not be as mutual as they should be.
I agree 1,000%.
And hey, I know you, and you have always been like a source of positivity, of love. You've always make sure you contribute to the greatness of whatever you're a part of. I just hope that people continue to pour into you the way that you pour into them.
Oh, that's not even a hope. Like that's
You're gonna make it happen now.
that's necessary. Like now, I recognize. You know, I always recognize, but I always look for the best in people. You know, you always
There needs
think,
to be a balance with that because,
Yeah.
like he said, takers are gonna take, and some people are not even aware that they're around you and just taking. Like you got to get to a point where you realize that you got to add value to every situation that you're in. Some people don't even get to that point.
Well,
You know
for
what I'm
me,
saying?
that's not even an option anymore. Like, for me, this is the time where I take control of what's going on in my life. Like, I'm controlling the temperature in my room. So it's not even an option. You recognize low frequency when you in it.
1000%.
You know, you just allow yourself to be part of it. And I'm not in the space in my life where I'm going to
gonna
allow
consider
that,
that.
period. So it's just like, I want nothing but high quality people. My problem is that I was always the biggest person in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wasn't gonna grow from that.
No.
And I knew that, but I it's not that I wanted to like feel better about it. It's just that I wanted to bring people up with
To
me.
your level, yeah.
I don't need to do that because the funny thing is that when you know broke mentality, it has nothing to do with money. Like some people are just broke mentally, and me being who I am, I know how to recognize that. But I'm trying to save somebody. You know, giving myself some type of value. They're like, you know, I went through it. I don't want them to go through it. Like, no. The same way I built myself up, they got to do it too. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm no longer doing favors. Like, you're going to work for this spot next to me, or you just going to be left.
Yeah, you just
So there's really no hopes.
That's
or
what we call the next level. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just
That's
yeah, that's just where I'm
can't
at.
go.
Yeah, not everybody gonna make it
Yeah.
to that
Yeah.
level.
And it's
Feel me?
okay. Like I used to think like it was selfish.
Right.
You know,
gotta
even
you gotta be selfish. Though.
yeah.
To a certain extent, you gotta be selfish.
Even in recognizing like my growth or my successes, like, oh no, too humble. And I learned the other day that, you know, like humbleness is kind of like putting yourself down.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
it is.
Humble by
So,
definition is exactly
I'm
that.
bold, period. Like
Yeah.
there's gonna be nothing but more like, no, I did this, I'm here, I'm doing it, period.
it.
All that, yeah, nah, that's not where I'm at.
No, it's a beautiful thing to watch, man. It's a beautiful thing, and especially when I recognize the energy, it's like, yeah, not a lot of people on that type of time. So it's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, man, thank you.
You know what I mean?
You know, beauty is money.
There it is. There it is.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Eman Music from Real and Uncomfortable. I'm here with my co-host, Ctez,
Yes, sir.
Raven.
Hey, y'all. All right, listen, y'all, I'm trying to put you on game. There's this new seltzer out there. So if you're trying to relax and feel a high without the hassle of smoking, make sure you stay tuned in to what we got to say.
We found it. We have it for you. It's legally highest, the world's first THC seltzer.
For sure. I mean, with only 5 calories and 15 calories, they got 2 different flavors. You got mango, you got lime. So if you got a little sweet tooth, definitely tap into the lime.
Definitely
But,
feeling that mango.
you know, if you're around the kids and you want to drink something discreet, this is the perfect refreshing drink. Sip it, nobody knows what's going on. You can enjoy a little high, you know what I mean?
Listen, you know what I heard?
Uh-huh.
You can get high in 20 minutes,
That's
right?
quick
I
as
think
hell.
their slogan is like, get high in the blink of an eye. You know how fast I blink?
But you do have to be 21 or older to enjoy. So drink responsibly.
If you want to try some, definitely check out the website, legallyhighest.com, and make sure you use the code POLY20. Okay, you get a discount. Let's make it happen.
So remember, guys, if you're trying to spice up your chill time, feel a little buzz, make sure you drink Legally Highest THC Seltzer and tune in to Real and Uncomfortable.
Stay elevated, everyone.
Stay elevated.
Now, I think when we last met, we kind of got into conversations, and we're gonna try to take this a little left now.
Oh, jeez.
You know, we a podcast, so what would we be if we didn't like feed into the discourse of normal stuff?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay, so there's been recently a lot of, as there always are, examples of relationships going bad, things like that. We have the Will and Jada situation.
That's marketing, y'all.
You
Don't
think
believe the
so? You
hype.
think
Think so?
so? Because they coming for Will in a way. I feel like he upset somebody. He upset somebody in Hollywood, and they said, "Oh, we gonna violate you."
Okay.
Like they're dragging him through the recent thing that came out.
Well, see,
I don't even
His
wanna-
with Dwayne, you don't want to entertain
now,
that?
Now, here's the question, though.
even wanna
It's
say it.
2023, 2024. Is it really dragging him through the mud for Revelation?
It's called marketing, y'all.
I
you're
feel
talking
you.
about that part.
I
feel
can't give it
you.
as just
I do.
marketing. I
Yeah.
cannot.
I do think it's just marketing, though. Like Jada having
So
a-
guys,
It's a
Yeah.
part of it.
right
Yeah.
before she came out with her book,
Yes.
she introduced the book with her family. She talked about Will, how much he supported the project. Her kids gave her words. Her mom was right there. And then immediately after that, all you saw was Jada saying all these craziness and Will
Tupac.
being quiet. Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is all, like, of course, if I drop it right now, I'm looking for somebody to do some marketing with. Don't play with me, okay?
Don't worry. We
This
can come
is
up with a
just what
couple
it
scandals.
is. But this is the reason why sometimes I'm in lives or in podcasts and I say something crazy and then the numbers go wild because that's what people want to
Reaction.
hear.
So where do you draw the line? Because to me, you know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like she is literally emasculating that man to the point of like embarrassment.
if he's okay with it, one. And like the most recent thing, of course, if you guys have seen it, this is all rumors and innuendo at this point in time. Nothing has been confirmed or substantiated. One of his associates said that he caught Will Smith engaging in activities with another popular male actor.
It's Hollywood. They're all doing
Right.
it.
Now, that's another thing, right?
So?
Is that, there's always been rumors and stuff regarding that, especially regarding Will,
1000%.
right? So, one, it's like, I think that, if to your point, if it's just, promotion, I think Will is cool with that type of rumor. It is what it is to him. Now,
First of all,
If-
Will is a legend.
thank you.
That's first of all.
He's a legend with or without that. It doesn't make a difference. That doesn't change anything.
She's not, though.
But her association with him will make that as relevant as possible. That
But
Red
the
Table
only
Talk-
time she's been super relevant is when she does something to
tears
Will.
him down.
Like,
That's it.
he's
Even
bigger
with the
than...
Red Table Talk, when she started the Red Table Talk, with entanglement. That's when that comes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is-
Marketing.
No, I get the marketing aspect, but I don't think that it's all 100% just
He
marketing.
doesn't like it because it's not wholesome.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you from my experience, and
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near them, right? But for instance, I went on a podcast and I said something wild because that's what I do. So they're going crazy. They're calling me all kinds of whatever.
Yep.
Do you think I lose sleep over that?
Nope.
This is leading to my next project.
He sees that
You
all the
understand?
time when he talks about his taste in rap.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on I'm gonna plead the fifth.
The bottom line is that when you're in this industry, you have to have tough skin. Number one,
Definitely.
and who cares? Like, who cares if you're getting paid? Like, it's not like you out here murdering people.
But,
True.
But that's what my question goes in. Where do you draw the line?
But
Is
that's
there a
up to the
line?
that's
Where
up
do
to
you
the
draw the
people,
line?
right? Is there a line?
there a
Where's the
line?
line? Because
Yeah.
For me, there's a lot. For me, to a certain extent, I'm very big on my character. You feel me? I'm not gonna let you just drag my character through the mud. Now, how I react to it really depends on the situation. Like if somebody I don't know is talking about me and you don't know nothing about me, cool. Go ahead, do your thing. Have
But what
fun.
do you have to prove? The people that know you, like I like
sure.
when I say crazy things and my family sees it. You think my daughter cares? My daughter be like,
Oh, please.
"That's my
Yeah.
mom." Like she knows me. You know what I mean? She
Yeah.
knows me. She knows me personally. Anybody that I'm involved with, they've taken the time to know me,
Right.
so they know that that's my job.
So
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little tough. I hear what you said 100%. You gotta have tough skin. You can't wear. I don't care what people think.
There's the
But I'm not-
reality and
I'm
there's
not
that.
I'm not going.
there's a lot of places you're not.
But
gonna
I'm
that's
not
it.
gonna go to certain places
Yeah.
just for a check. There's certain things that I'm not gonna do.
Well,
just
That's
for
a
check.
fact.
If
and
you
that's
feel
a
me?
fact.
Like
If you
that's my thing.
real quick, because you said you're not going to go to a lot of places. There's another couple that has recently been going to.
Oh, the porno couple?
My
Yeah,
God.
Mr. Adam 22 and his wife Lena have recently.
Salutes to them.
Yeah. You know what? They're hustling, and whether or not we agree with the hustle, whether we have our opinions about the hustle, I definitely have some. Strong
We're all
opinions about the
tuning.
hustle.
We're all tuning in.
We're tuning in and tuning into their new reality show where they are finding a new person, a male third, to assist them in threesomes.
Yeah.
E,
Go
what are your
go.
thoughts?
Good for them.
But see that's what I'm saying.
Is that the line?
For me, there's a line there, but once again, that's for me. I don't expect everybody to follow my situation.
But even with that being said, like
Yeah.
that's something you would never do. But you're very much aware of what's going on. You're reading.
Right.
You're
For
tuning
sure.
in. You understand?
It's on the feed.
So I feel like,
on the feed.
especially when it comes to like couples, I feel like whatever works for y'all or just you as an individual. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I myself had a lot of restrictions. You know, like with OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I was always like, oh, it's such a stigma behind it. Like I would never do it. And then when I started doing OnlyFans and I discovered that I could do whatever the hell I want on OnlyFans, that
True.
it doesn't have to fit that
What
stigma.
the-
No.
Like, so I do have my boundaries, but will I push the limit on my boundaries for a check? Absolutely. Because
So you would let a dude smash on
absolutely not.
That's her boundary.
But that's
Right.
my line.
Right.
You understand? But do I feel like the females that do it? Not because first of all, I know how great OnlyFans money is,
Yeah.
and I don't even answer them. Some I don't even answer my DMs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine what it's doing for
People
them.
who do who are
You know what
fully
I'm saying?
invested.
And then like another thing is like when you're not in certain lifestyles, you don't understand what goes on in their brains because. If you guys do the research,
Yeah.
a lot of married people are porn stars.
And they're swingers.
Like porn stars are married, are usually married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have regular on me before even OnlyFans, and you know what I'm saying? Where the ring at?
Yeah.
So,
Look, I do.
whatever works for, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
In my discussions with adult film stars, you know, I have a couple other friends. They always tell me that, you know, there's a different type of bond that's created when you take away some of the, I guess we'll call it stigmas or possessiveness that comes along sexually to our normal relationships. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and act holier than thou, like I'm one of the people, because I look them dead in their face and I say it couldn't be me. But wait, think about it like this, right? If you took away from the fear of somebody giving what you perceive as yours to somebody else, you take away that from any relationship, how many other obstacles are there for you guys to be happy?
That's gonna be a tough one for him. I already know.
Oh, I get it though. I'm with E. I'm right there with you, bro.
Not even process
I
what
get
you're
it.
trying to say.
Well, hold on. But I just want you guys to understand, right? Not that I've ever done porn, but I have done those sexy massage
Yeah.
Video.
videos for
video,
promo,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
Right.
Guys, what you see is not what you
Oh,
get.
that's the other thing.
You know,
porn
understand?
is not as.
It
as
is
you think
not
it
what
is,
you
not as
get when
passionate.
you see me looking all sexy
Stage,
and like,
baby.
bruh, I can't even enjoy the massage because every 2 seconds we cutting so that we could get a better part.
Yeah, hold on,
You know
stop.
what I mean?
We gotta change the angle here. Hold on. What's that light look like? Okay, wait. I don't like how that looks. You make a different face.
Yes.
Also,
I remember I've had several massage videos that have gone viral. Several. And when I look at it, I'm like, yo, this might as well be porn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not that, like, it is not that at
Hey,
all.
hold
They-
on. I'm sorry. As a red-blooded, one of those guys, men, I know you hearing what she's saying. That's no excuse. Don't go buy your girls those
Yeah,
massages.
You should, though. You should. You
Don't
should.
go do that either.
You should.
Don't
They're
go
very
do that either.
professional.
Don't listen to the.
They're very
I support
professional.
you niggas posting it. Cool. I like to watch too. But fellas, don't buy your girls.
They're very
those.
professional, y'all.
Some
may
of the
be-
stuff that I've seen,
It's
they
just.
crossed the line.
It's just that is just for the camera. That doesn't really happen.
A lot of it
literally.
is. A lot of it is.
I swear.
A lot of it is.
It is.
for the
I
camera.
promise you that he had.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you're uncomfortable, it's okay to
gotta
be
drink a
uncomfortable.
little
That's
more.
fine. Be uncomfortable.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you firsthand, like a lot of the clips that people see,
Ain't all that.
they're yeah, it's not that.
Okay. Now, but that said, what Adam 22 is doing is a little bit different, right?
He's pushing the line.
Pushing along. Some
Okay.
people said that it's a little bit. I mean, I know there's a check associated with it, but is it exploitative?
To whom?
That's the question.
Every.
I just think he's pimping his wife.
Well, there you
That's-
go.
why
that's-
is she not
that's-
pimping him? Maybe that was her
'Cause
idea.
she's the one that has to do the activity.
Yeah, but he's been doing that. He's been doing that outside
Damn,
of her
that's a
forever.
good point. Fuck, that's a good point.
What?
She to say that it's exploitative and he's pimping her in their plug talk. He's usually fucking.
Yeah.
So if the tables are flipped,
Like maybe this is something. You know what's so crazy? Because people are delusional. I'm sorry. Like people are really, really delusional, and people live, like they live in this bubble where there's all these things that you can and cannot do. But I'm sure that you guys talk about this. You hear how like women have these things that they want to do, but they never talk about it, or they'll be like, ew. And then when other people come out and actually do it,
Make
then
it
it's a
okay.
problem. Everybody's thinking it. Everybody want to do it. They just don't have the balls to do it because it's nasty or it's bad.
What are we talking about here?
fantasies.
Like fantasies.
Fantasy.
So like she was actually able to have the conversation with her husband. Like, now I want to get plugged because you've been getting plugged. You know what I mean? And he's accepting of it. And now we're all happy because now I don't got to suppress her. Sorry. Now she doesn't.
I was gonna say, I was like, hey, man. Ashley went down a rabbit hole. She was like, wait, wait. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about.
No,
I'm not me.
Now she doesn't have to suppress the things that she's been wanting to do. Because imagine the whole time she's just been looking at her husband getting plugged and he's having all the fun. Like, she wanted some fun too. And now she gets to experience it, and now they get to make money, and it works for them.
That's cool, G-Lo, if you can cue up a clip when we edit this in post. But my only problem is, like, there was a promotional video where this nigga smelled another nigga's ass, though.
But it works for them. She's
Like-
okay with that.
Like, what?
And
It's
again,
not
we're
a little
just
much.
But I feel like they don't have a limit. They're just,
No, they don't, though.
they're
That's
pushing
but
the envelope.
I think that's their thing now, though.
guys. This is not new. Have you guys Roman times? Like, this has been happening.
Orgies and everything.
Yeah, it's just
And
that
honestly,
after,
yeah.
man. Like, listen, I went to Turkey. I'll tell you guys a quick story and then I'll shut up. I went to Turkey. I'm big on self-care. So I went to a bathhouse, a Turkey bathhouse. And you walk into the bathhouse, and this is made from like,
What's the bad?
I'm about to explain
Like
to you
get
guys.
naked?
It's like a spa.
It's like a spa.
It's like a spa.
I feel like I went to one. in
So
Japan,
you
but
walk
go ahead.
into the bathhouse, and they have a selection of men and women. It was about 7 men, 7 women, and they tell you you can select 5 of whatever sex. Okay. Then when you select your 5, they take you into a room, beautiful room with like rocks everywhere. And they lay you on the rock and they take your clothes off and they wash you up and they wash your hair. And you have these 5 people just washing you up. It's been around and we just haven't been enjoying it. You understand?
Yeah, it's like a physical worship thing. It's
Nobody,
like a
nobody
pampering.
has, then they feed you, they massage you, and this goes on for 3 hours, y'all.
Did you hear that? The tickets to Turkey just like went up in price. OD.
So I'm sharing this experience to say, like, there's so much more to life than what we see and we hear just because it's foreign to us. Because it was foreign to me. I'm like, I was like, is this prostitution? Did I just pay for some?
You might just pay for something crazy.
I just paid for something crazy, but it's been around. It's just that it doesn't intertwine with your life. However, you have to be made aware because now you want to know and now you vested. You understand? Like, you understand the.
Well, I mean, you see it in itself when people go on these trips to like even Jamaica. And you know, these
All the-
girls
the
getting the
bamboo
mud
stuff.
rubs, the bamboo mud rubs.
I never got one.
And
of
you know,
those.
those Jones go a little left. Don't think that they just stopping with rubbing, stopping with the rubbing, you know?
Who are you to say that though? Do
No,
you know
no,
anybody
I'm
who
not-
got
yeah,
who got
no.
piped down?
No, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
right,
They gonna
yes.
get your number.
Absolutely.
They're not gonna push up on you, but if
No.
they see that you're single, or if you're open to it, they
Yeah.
will get your number.
It's an offer.
Take you-
It is an
you know
offer
what I
that's
mean?
on the table.
Okay, so let me tell y'all this. Why do y'all men go to Colombia and Dominican Republic?
Oh,
I've
I'm
never
not
been to Colombia.
I'm not saying.
but y'all know what's up. So
I
now,
ain't never
but it's a problem when the women do it.
No, it's not.
around. We
It's
just
not.
up on it now, okay?
It's not that it's a problem. I'm just letting you know the parallels between you and your Turkish bathhouse and the bamboo rub downs. It's all there, you know.
I ain't get a happy ending.
People offer their
They're available?
extracurriculars. Okay, well, people.
Nah, I heard some noises though. But I don't know if it was because I didn't speak the language. They ain't offering.
It's probably
I'm going back in January
It was
though,
probably
y'all.
on the
It's
table,
probably
right?
going down.
They probably said it in their language. You ain't catch it.
I just it's tough. Sometimes I
There you go, right?
it's a tough conversation.
I mean,
I don't think that you need to expose yourself to every single thing possible.
But that's their life. What I'm saying is everybody has
As their own.
Yeah, everybody has their own level of comfortability. You understand?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm comfortable with speaking on certain things. There's just certain things I won't speak on.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the more I'm comfortable within myself, the more I understand who I am as an individual, like in my real
And that's
life.
important.
And I separate like this, this life and my real life, the more wild things I say out my mouth.
Well, I think that, I think we had a conversation.
In public.
That's interesting.
When it comes to learning yourself, that's key anyway, because to have a successful relationship, you need to know your deal breakers, your cutoffs, what your requirements are for a relationship, what you're able to have some wiggle room with, and what you can flat out compromise.
Right.
Those are the three areas that you have to learn in any relationship. And look, it's not saying it's unreasonable for it to be like, yeah, no, I want physical exclusivity and I want to be the only person that has access to you in this way. It's no problem. That's fine. That's traditional. Cool. But there's some people who are very untraditional. And again, when it comes to this situation, I'll talk to some people, and those in the adult film industry tell me all the time that when you've eliminated those things and you can compartmentalize what you're doing for work, what you're doing elsewhere, it's a different feeling, especially when you get an avenue to explore certain things that you may not want to put your person in that position to make happen for you.
That's why you have to be with a person who fits who you are, that you really mesh with in every single way. Because like after I went through my breakup, guys, I went to Trapeze. You guys ever heard of it?
No.
Because I love to understand people, and this is why I love to travel. So every time I travel, I usually travel by myself, and I love speaking to people like and asking them wild stuff because I want to know how people function, so I'm not judging. So I had decided I was gonna move to Florida, and start fresh and get away from the person so he wouldn't have access to me because I wasn't gonna give up the coochie, right?
Fair enough.
So I went to Trapeze. So Trapeze is actually like a swingers.
I was
place.
gonna say, I feel like there's a
It's a
play on words
It's a
there.
swingers place.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but it's also a club, and you can do stuff or you cannot do stuff. And I really wanted to understand that. And I met this girl at the bar, and she told me about it. I was like, "Come on, let's go," because I know I'm like,
Yeah, I know you're
I'ma go.
adventurous. You're adventurous.
So, they give you this. First of all, they make you wash up. They give you this rope. You walk in, and like, I ran into this couple, and they must have been like 60s, like late 60s, and they were giving people a show. And she was like, afterwards I had to talk to them. And she was just like, this brought us closer. Like they had been together for 40 something years. And she was like, he's a man, so his need was for like other women. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna bring women just to watch you, do what you gotta do to me. And she's like, this has brought us closer. And I'm just sharing this. And a few other people that I saw, like, doing their thing, and they were in their relationships and they look happy as hell. And it was like no jealousy or, you know what I'm saying? Or you're looking at another girl. And it was important for me to understand that and see that because it just made me realize what's what works. I can't do it because I'm gonna beat your ass if
There you go.
You know what
Everybody
I'm saying?
has their lines.
Everybody has their lines, and you just have to be comfortable with respecting people's
That's it.
lifestyle.
That's another thing. I'm probably saying too much. When it comes to the lifestyle, one of the main rules
He been
is
at trapeze.
understanding
Yeah, you did it.
is understanding what your person is comfortable with or not comfortable with.
Because I just
That's
watched.
the number
They
one
said
rule.
I'm a voyager.
Yeah, Voyager.
said I just like
Voyeur.
to-
You
a
like to
voyeur?
watch.
What is that?
Voyeur.
I just like to watch
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I'm nosy. He's been there.
Got that look, my boy.
He know the terms and everything. But I host a bunch of these parties. You know,
Right.
like they
Swingers
hire
party?
me. Huh?
Swingers party?
Yeah, and like they call it lifestyle parties.
Lifestyle parties.
And I've never participated. Like I have no desire.
'Cause
Not for
this is
everybody.
throwing me off all the way. So, how do you even host? Because from my understanding, swingers is just couples that get together and smash other couples. So how do you even host an event? Like, what does that even?
It's a lot of fun to it. It's just like going to a regular party, but everybody's naked and effing.
Smash it
I think that these places have communities. At this point, like it's okay.
like a membership.
You're an engineer, right?
Listen to the expert.
Ha!
We're listening.
It's all good because you'd be on like the VIP guest list, wouldn't you? Okay.
Nah, we listen.
Right. So when you guys have a certain particular interest,
Yeah.
you find other people with those like-minded interests, right?
100%, you
So
network.
exactly, you network. It's just the same as anything else.
And these people are doctors. These people are teachers. You know what I'm saying? And they all chill together
All
because
races, or is it just like a?
it's all
particular-
races.
Okay.
And they,
I know
they
where
be
you wanted to
looking
go
good.
with that, but yeah.
They be
I know what I'm
looking,
saying, but
I mean, we could probably have a demographic breakdown, but you know.
they be looking good.
I don't.
It's just, but again, you can't. It doesn't fit into your lifestyle.
It doesn't, because to me, I feel like connecting with somebody on that level should be
Personal, it should be really.
not just a personal thing, but it's not something that you just give off just for the sake of pleasure. There's a deeper attachment that comes with
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
There's a deeper connection to that. So giving your body up, it's one thing to just smash just because somebody looks good, but to open yourself up to somebody else, that's something that's
So I'm
sacred.
gonna just be the devil's advocate,
For
right?
sure.
And this is not to say that this is personally
wearing
how
red
I
for a
feel,
reason.
right? That this is personally how I feel, but in my journey to self-discovery, I realized that for me, a bond is more of understanding that a person is their own individual and not feeling like they're forced to just be with me. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's true.
the act of choosing me. And for me, it's been so hard because of the type of environments that I'm in for a person to understand that, you know, I just want to be with one person. Everybody always assumes that I want to be all over the place. But let's say I was in a situation where I did want to like explore things that maybe I've never explored before. It's such a bond when the person that I'm with understands that I want to be free. It's not because of them, it's because I want to experience something. You know what I'm saying? And they allow me to go on that journey. So just like you said, it's between two people. The bond for me would be about that person allowing me to just be who I am without judging me. Kind of like your best friend. You know what I'm saying? You can tell your best friend everything and don't
Anything,
feel
no
like you got to
judgment.
sugarcoat it. So with your partner, if you're my partner and I'm telling you like I want to experience this, like I would have probably never been able to go to trapeze with a
Yeah.
guy that I'm dating because he probably think
Have
I
an
want to
issue.
get effed
Yeah,
everywhere.
everywhere
But
you
now
want.
like I just really want to go and experience that. You know what I mean?
So now that said, two things, right? Choosing somebody every day, right? That's massive because, you know, you don't want restrictions in your relationship. You don't want anything forced, but you also want to know that they can come back, I guess. Now, here's the thing. You make that face because of the next point. Society will have its stigmas, and no matter, you know, how we want to cut it off, or some
making
people
the
are
doodle
sensitive.
face.
Yeah, that's the face though, and I agree. E, I'm right there with you. You have to be ready for. Okay, take I saw an interview with Kazumi, right? She's a social media adult film star, and they did an interview between her and her boyfriend. Now, Kazumi is rather popular in the adult
She
film.
Asian?
Asian, yeah,
it was like a white background.
yeah.
I think I saw that.
You saw that,
and
then
boy was hurt.
he,
Go ahead.
he was
hurt.
Okay, see now, but that pain that you feel or seeing him, is one that he chose because you know who you're dating in that regard. But she said something similar to what you said. She was like, I dated somebody who, you know, saw this bird flying and didn't want to cage it, wanted to fly alongside it. I do think that you yourself have to have similar interests, ambitions, and a level of disregard and understanding to do that. It's not for everybody,
It's
right?
not.
You like, and then that's another thing too, because not everybody is going to take those adventures sincerely and with really like free flowing ideas. Some people will make moves emotionally. And what we're used to is when people veer outside of their relationship, it's generally a catalyst for trouble in the relationship.
Absolutely.
It's not just like a innocent adventure or just curiosity.
But that's because I feel like I don't disagree with you, but I feel like we spend so much time trying to cover up what we really feel,
Yeah.
or what we really want to experience, because I gotta be with one person. I gotta be this way to be
Loved.
a wifey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know in my private life I am a wife. You understand? I've been married before. Anybody that I've ever been with, and I say this with a lot of confidence, has always wanted me to wife me up. You know what I'm saying? I've never had that problem. Ever. But see me on not a serious day. You know what I'm saying? See me twerking or dancing, or catch me on a day where I just feel like talking reckless. You know what I'm saying? You're going to categorize me as not, you won't even think I'm a smart woman. Because you have this perception, you know what I'm saying? And we have these ideals. So to your point, and not to keep rambling, but to your point, I feel like, you know, to find someone that's right there with you, you know what I'm saying? That you can say, this is what I need. This is what I'm craving. This is a journey I want to go on. Like, be my company. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And don't let it hurt you, because this is not about you. Like, I love you. I just want to see what's up.
But you also have to be on that level. Like the metaphor I liked was to fly alongside.
Yeah.
If you aren't the type to be flying alongside, then it's not for you, right? I don't know Kazumi's man, but
It's a black dude, right?
black dude.
All right,
yeah.
just making sure it's the
yeah,
same
it's the
clip I'm
same.
thinking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boy was hurt.
Yeah, because, and if he was, I'm not sure he was, but if he was, it would probably be because he doesn't live that same lifestyle that she does.
Right.
He's not familiar with that. And I think also, as a man, you like to at least expect to have some sort of access that speaks to the access that your woman has or that she's giving to other people. I always say that when you have yours, right? The beauty of it being yours is that you always have access to it. Now, the thing that makes sexual adventures complicated is that that's usually the space reserved for you. Now, once you give that space to other people, that's where you're like, okay, well, one, what is reserved for me? Two, I thought that was mine. Why are you giving it to other people? And the reasoning and the work that you did to get there is also kind of overshadowed because she's giving that casually, or he's giving that casually.
Okay.
I just, for the record, when I choose a man, I just want to be with my person. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
nothing else but
Because
my person.
I think the reason why I feel the way that I feel is because I understand that when you give yourself to somebody 100%,
Yes, there's no desire to give it to anyone.
There's
even
none.
care
You
about
don't care about nobody
You
else.
don't
That's a
even wanna
fact.
experience nothing else. So to be able to, you give me 100%, and then you give somebody else that same thing.
It could never
to a
be the
certain-
same thing.
That's what I'm
Different
saying.
bonds.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I also think that.
But now
Yeah.
with the Kazumi thing or whatever
Yeah.
her name is,
Yeah.
right? She made it seem like she was going harder on the dudes that she was smashing on camera than the dudes she was with.
Man.
And she was more open with the dudes that she
She's
was
more
smashing on
liberated
camera.
out there. Yeah.
More liberated. That's
But that speaks to the dynamic of their relationship and possibly some of the negatives that you're talking about, Esmy, like where you feel like you can't be your whole self with your person, and therefore you're looking for an outlet to be that elsewhere.
she said that she was
There's so
like,
many
you can't-
extremes.
You can't come on set with me because I
I'm
don't want
doing
you to
cra-
see.
yeah, I'm going crazy.
I'm wilding out over here. I
Yeah,
don't want you to see that.
but see, there's this is where she's damaging him. You know what I mean? If he's not there, like if they don't mesh, and that's when he should walk away. But if you were with a person in the porn industry, like they understand that vibe. Like you get on, you go. Listen,
Yes.
I'll be nervous when I'm about to host a big event, but nobody's gonna see it. So I'm gonna go and give it 100%. You won't understand that if you've never hosted.
Thank
you know what I'm
you.
saying? And had the same diarrhea guts. You know what I mean?
Hey, why
So-
Esmy in the bathroom? Something she got it
Yeah,
going.
like
But yeah, you got to find
don't know.
somebody who's seen the same
Bec-
I just feel
experiences.
like there's
because I
something-
want to be with somebody who, like, when I choose, this is why I take so long in choosing a partner.
Right.
But when I'm with my partner, like, the world stops. Like, it's just him. However, if I want to go out, because I'm curious, George. Like, if I want to go see something, like, I want to be able to say, like, babe, come on, let's go. Like, it's like I went speed dating the other day. You know what I'm saying? And I called up the guy that I'm dating, and I was like, oh, my homegirl want to go speed dating. Like, I'm going. And it was no hesitation because that person knows me well enough to know that I'm going there for
For
fun.
the experience.
You know what I'm saying? No, for the experience.
And that's all different. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's all different. If you know that your partner is a fun, outgoing person, all cool, let them be fun, outgoing. But I still think there has to be a line to where you reserve a certain piece of you for me.
Well, that's true.
That is true.
If that's not there, then we might as well just be friends and be fuck buddies.
Well, but see now
You
again,
know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think that I think that Kazumi and her man might be in a different phase of their relationship.
They definitely are.
Like, I don't know if that's like they're locked in the same way that we would imagine being locked in with somebody. I think that this is like the prelude to that, if anything. But that said, you gotta communicate what that part that you want
You
to
gotta
just
just be
be for
real.
you is. Like, if it is the intimacy, if it is time alone, if it's like, okay, I'm told that I can be charming. If I have a girl who's, you know, you tell. Right. Now, if I have a girl who has a hard time with me talking to people and the conversations that I have, then that may be an issue.
no, that's definitely gonna be an issue.
Right. So now,
Sure.
but that means that I have to have somebody who understanding that when I'm in this industry, when I'm on set, when I'm whatever I'm doing at a networking event, that
Music video shoot.
At a music video shoot, at a podcast.
did we just break the fourth wall? Hey, so yeah, but you gotta be able to have that understanding.
Yeah.
And if that's the issue.
For sure. Like,
What's that part?
I'm all about understanding. I'm all about.
He's just like, F that. That's not part of my
That's
life.
not-
Yo,
for me.
I just feel like it would be mad traumatic for me to watch somebody do my shorty in a way.
That's just
But then there's men who I have a friend.
okay.
I have
Get
a
into
friend,
it.
and he tells me he never gets as excited as
he
when
sees
his
somebody
wife.
Yeah,
seeing
seeing
Yeah.
it. Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you just gotta be.
That's
Oh.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Wow.
To each his own. You feel
That's
me?
it.
To each
Cheers
his own.
to each his own. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, right.
What's going on? I go by the name of Eman Music, 1/3 of Real and Uncomfortable. And right now I'm here in Diesel Music Studio. But I just want to let y'all know, Righteous Felon is back. They have merch now, you feel me? So make sure you check them out, support them. They got a whole bunch of flavors. When I tell you a whole bunch of flavors, and the names are off the chain. We got the Teriyaki Balboa, which is a tangy teriyaki with a punch of pepper. So I'm assuming this one's a little spicy. My personal favorite one is the OG Hickory, okay? If you want the small one, you can hop on the small one. But this is the one that I've had. I love it. It has a little smoky flavor to it. You know what I mean? It's like a classic smoky flavor. It's gluten-free, all natural, and it's a great source of protein. If you want to get yourself some, make sure you hit up righteousfelon.com. And if you want to save, make sure you use the promo code POLY15. Now let's get back to the show.
I know that, like you said, you have many adventures, a couple things coming up, and I know you guys can catch us Real and Uncomfortable. We're gonna be on site at the turkey giveaway,
Whoop,
on
whoop.
site at the red carpet,
Let's go.
and calendar review. Is there any last plugs that you want to give to the people before we sign off?
Man, listen, just tune in, Real and Uncomfortable. I'm gonna be here again because they love me.
She
Yeah,
family at this
Yes,
point.
at this point, right.
Hello.
Family at this point.
Just, stay in tune with my Instagram, and actually all my social medias are the same, ESMY_V.
That's it. Check us out. This has been Real and Uncomfortable.
Hello.
I'm Ctez.
Eman Music.
Esmy V. Woo woo.
Let's
We
go.
be flowing.
Here we go. We'll see you soon.
All right.
I ain't looking for no handouts to say no. Always stack high and stay low. Tryna level up, better get with us. Gotta keep it real, cause you know it's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable. It's about to get